Hello everybody, this is H2O and I was just wanting to show you, this is just a video pretty much, it's pretty much just showing you the average trade server. I just searched up trade server. This is just a random, this TF2 obviously, this TF2 trade server, and I just picked TF2 trade server, and this is one of the first ones that came up with a bunch of people on it. So I decided, hey, why not? So right now I'm probably just gonna turn on the volume and see what happens. I have some stuff to sell. I'll make see a lot of people are selling stuff, some people are buying stuff. I'll see if I can get any good deals. Maybe, who knows? But I just wanted to show you the average. This video is mostly for people who are either too scared to go on a trading server or just think they're gonna get ripped off or something like that. This is to show you that yes, there are a lot of scammers out there, but there are also a lot of normal people out there who will actually pay legitimate prices for something they actually want. So that's kind of the problem with trade servers and a lot of other people is everyone's trying to make a profit, but there are every once in a while you'll find the one guy who's actually not trying to make the profit and actually just wants something. So yeah, just always keep that in mind. Anyway, ooh, that's a nice. I don't know. I love bot killer weapons, so that's a nice blood scattergun. Anyway, so I'm just gonna turn on the yeah, I'm gonna turn on the chat and just listen to what these people are saying and see if I can get some deals and just show you guys some trades. This is for like amateur traders or people who don't even trade at all. So yeah, just let's see what happens. Let me see here. Options, audio, and game. I'm just gonna turn it really low. I don't need it very loud, but we'll see here. Let's see. So let's see. I'm selling everything. Here we go. Again, I'm not trying to like show off stuff that I have in my backpack or anything. I'm just trying to show you guys what kind of what a trade server is like and how to get trades and how to sell stuff. And for example, I am selling a vintage bonk helm, Cooper or copper crest. No, it's a Cooper crest. I always get that too confused. If somebody were to post a comment and tell me, I would very much appreciate that. And two stranges buying I also buying stranges, and then I'm gonna say buying stranges, and yeah, I think I'm just actually going to leave it at that. So then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to copy, if this is your first time being on a trade server, you're going to want to make your thing, you're going to want to copy it, and you're going to want to post it. It's going to say, so selling vintage bonk helm, a Cooper crest, and two stranges, buying craft hats for 1.33. That's actually not that bad. 1.33 for like craft hat is really not that bad. So these people are getting really annoying really fast, but that's okay. Anyway, but my point being here is wow, I just like murdered this guy. I actually kind of feel bad now. I'm sorry. Okay, I feel bad for doing that now. Anyway, so this is to give you guys whoever's watching this kind of an idea of what kind of normally happens on a trade server. And for now, I'm just every once in a while, you're just going to want to kind of stop and just kind of post. It seems like this is a server, one of the servers that has limited ammo. Ooh. Yeah, so buying bulk weapons for equivalent and scrap and reclaimed. Selling strange scattergun, strange equalizer. Again, you're just going to want to keep posting your stuff until somebody finally notices what you're actually selling. This is going to happen for a while. Obviously, I don't want to make the video too long, but and bore you guys. But what I'm just selling. So what I'm going to do is that guy named Johnny. Oh, did I get a trade request? master. Yes, I did get a trade request. All right, here we go. So this guy is trying to trade me, and trading with master tip. Here we go. So what you're going to want to do in a trade is you're going to want to introduce yourself, just kind of say hello, just you know, kind of, and then yeah, at least just kind of be nice. If the person doesn't respond, this is kind of yeah. Here we go. The other person will usually respond. Let's see. Hello. Is there? Oh, here we go. Okay, this guy. He's selling. He must be selling stranges. Ooh, a strange grenade launcher. See, I already have the strange minigun. I already have I see. Yes, I like that grenade launcher. Okay, so what you're going to want to do now, so say I want that strange grenade launcher. I don't know if I'm going to get it. Again, I didn't plan any of this, so I'm just kind of going on the spot here. I do like that strange grenade launcher, so I'm going to see what he wants for that strange grenade launcher. And then what you're going to want to ask is how much. And then you can keep either, some people stand still when they're trading. I like to move around. 4 keys, that's pretty high. How is this? So what I got here is I got a vintage bonk helm and the Cooper crust, which is worth about I think like 3 to 3.5 keys total. So I'm not trying to like I'm not trying to like rip them off or anything, but I don't I don't know if I can add really anything else to that. I don't know. We'll just see if he take that. If he needs more, then I might add a little bit more, but I'm not going to bunch over. 4 keys is kind of high for a strange grenade launcher, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. Now, let me just go in. So, again, certain people will... Hello, Pokemon Josh F. Have fun and happy trading. That's pretty cool. Some people will try to sell things for much more than what they're worth, and pretty much everybody is a culprit of this on a trade server because everyone wants their money's worth, and pretty much everyone wants to get exactly what the item is worth or more than what the item's worth. So just expect this. It's gonna happen, so just expect it and deal with it. But what you're gonna want to do is you need to know how to negotiate. Sorry, that's about 2 keys and a ref. So this guy is using a tactic here, which he's trying to it's called the reprice tactic, which well, I call it the reprice tactic, where he's trying to tell me my stuff's worth less than it is. So the min here is 3 keys. I can add more if this isn't enough. So I know that this is where the Cooper Crest is at least worth 2 keys, and I know the Vintage Bonk Helm is worth 1 key, no problem. So both of those I know at least is worth 3, and I know the grenade launcher. I don't want to add a bunch more, honestly. I haven't checked the grenade launcher in a while. I don't remember how much it's worth, and I don't want to get ripped off, obviously, because that's just bad. Just don't overpay. I don't care how much you want the item. Don't overpay for anything. It's just not good. If you want to, there's also there's sites you can check here. What if I were to go over here? Here we go. See, we can go over here to tf2 spreadsheet. If you're not good with remembering prices of stuff, then you can go over here to tf2 spreadsheet, and it'll just tell you right off the bat what stuff is worth. And if I were to look up right now the strange grenade launcher, sorry, I think I'm spelling that wrong. So he's selling it for 4 keys. Oh, that's actually not that bad. 4 keys to 4.5 keys. It's not that bad of a deal. Boston Boombringer. No, I do No, I do not. Sorry. So sometimes people will ask for specific items. If you happen to have that item, you're pretty much racking in. Like, if you have the specific item they're asking for at that specific moment, like if I had the Boston Boombringer right there, I would pretty much be racking in that item. Like, there, if I would be racking in that grenade launcher, no problem. Um, let's see here. I can add on this Bernoulli's 12 gauge shotgun, which that's just it's a strange scattergun with a redescription, a rename, and a demo man skilled strange part, which that's worth a good pretty little penny. Not really, but it's worth a little bit more than just a normal strange scattergun, obviously. And then I might be able to add a strange Travelman shiv. Uh, he wants keys or metal. So you'll find a lot of different people. This is all just okay. That is cool. So you're always going to want to be respectful with people. Another side note. Back to metals and keys. He said that here he said I'd like either metal keys for these. Sorry. That is very very typical. Most people are not going to want to buy items for items. You and most people just don't want to. Everyone wants metal. Everyone wants keys. That's just what happens. So I am not one of those people who carry around tons of metal. But if you happen to get a ton of metal really easily or get a ton of keys really easily, that's great. Awesome. Then you are going to be a really good trader, and you're going to have a lot of good stuff. That's awesome. But for the majority of people who don't have that good stuff and who don't get a ton of metal all the time just because they just magically, like, I don't even know where they get it from, but they just magically have it, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to I make item offers a lot, so it's much easier for me. I do make a lot of trades and it happens pretty easy for me, but uh so but even sometimes I do get a lot of down trades where people tell me no, I want metal or keys, which I guess that's understandable, but it's just hard, it's hard to deal with sometimes, but it's understandable again. So you can be I'm not saying those kinds of traders are bad or anything, but I mean it's just I'm not trying to say that at all, but just sometimes if you really want those metal or keys, that's cool, but don't try to make them overpay and then try to make them overpay in metals and keys. That's just ridiculous. If you're gonna make them overpay, if you make them overpay in items, I guess that's okay sometimes. But if you make them overpay in metal, that's just ridiculous. Don't do that. That's just stupid. Just don't. Just never do it. It's just so retarded. Don't do it. Just again, tips and tricks trying to guide you guys not to get either laughed at or just kind of be better traders in general. Not all of these are like perfect. What are going to work every time, but the majority of the time, these kinds of things are generally going to work better. For example, trading for metals and keys, although it's more reliable, sometimes trading for items can be better too, because if you can trade those items away for better items, then eventually you're going to get higher tiered items, and eventually you're just going to get enough so that you're going to be able to sell for really good stuff. So just keep that in mind when you're trading, just in general. It's just keep it in mind. You don't always have to trade for metals and keys. You just I don't know, it bothers me sometimes. I know I repeat a lot of my sentences, but that's because it just bothers me that sometimes that people can't get sometimes past that it's possible that you don't have to sell things for metals and keys all the time. Like if somebody's offering you a better trade in items, it's probably a better idea to take it because you can get more money out of it. You can get more money out of the deal. If you can sell the item. That's the thing. You have to have patience. Another thing about trades that a lot of people don't understand. You need a lot of patience. And it's going to take a really long time. Sometimes it takes a really long time to sell or even buy items. Certain items depending if you're looking for certain things. So be careful. Not be careful. Be careful. Just wait. Just take your time and don't rush. just if somebody wants to think about something